Senzo, how are you doing, my brother?
I'm frustrated. I'm happy. You know that we're not losing, but I'm very frustrated, man. Like,
What is your team trying to do? What are you seeing here? Maybe you can explain it. What is the plan?
you see the problem with Ntseki, he is not tactically good because we are working in departments. So when you look at the defense, we are untouchable. We are playing very well. Hlanti, even Frosler playing very, very well. But then when you come to the midfield where you have a player like Ngobo who's supposed to, combine everybody, he's not. Then you have a person like Saili who wants to always cut in on his left foot. You have Shabalala who always wants to cut in. Meanwhile, we have a target man like Chivaro. It doesn't work like that. If you're gonna put a target man, put people who are gonna cross. Why is Modi not in the starting lineup? Because last game Chiefs played, Modi was putting those balls in the boxes. So that's a part that's like it's confusing me. That is this guy looking at people who are playing well during the training, and then he says, "I'm gonna put you in the starting lineup." Or is he actually saying, okay, this is my formation, this is how I want to play, so I'm going to put you according to how I want to play? So it's the latter for me, where you can see that Saili, he gives his all during training. He gives his all, and that's why he's always on the starting sheet. Shabalala did well, but Ngobo and Shabalala are playing wrong positions. Ngobo is he's not an attacking midfielder.
Yeah.
Like, I think you must think he's not. Shabalala is not an out-and-out winger because out of all those balls, there has been zero crosses. There's been zero crosses from Shabalala. There's been more crosses from Fosla, more crosses from Thingy, zero crosses from Saili, zero cut-ins from... I don't know why you put wingers like that. Why you put a front line like that and then put Chivaro. Even me, man, if I was coach, I wouldn't have put Chivaro as a starting because he hasn't played with us. He doesn't know us. So don't put that much pressure on him. Right now, he's doing nothing.
Yeah.
Us absolutely nothing.
Let me bring in Agent 007. Agent 007. I know I was looking at your team and I've been asking questions about Pirates and Sundowns, but I have way more questions about Chiefs because I don't see, man. You know, at least with you guys, I could tell what the plan was for the game. What are you seeing from this game, my brother?
Yeah, I think I think I posted on the charts that Modi, I think, is attending your mother's funeral. Just in peace. And even before I go to the game, I think there's a conversation that we should have during the week that Chiefs playing with this ball, integrity issues there, but I think it's a topic that we need to have. Because it doesn't look good on PSL having a team which is playing with this ball. Imagine Barcelona playing with this ball.
You know who's the co-chairperson of the league, right? You know who's the co-chairperson.
I know. I'm
just saying.
But on the game, yeah. Like, I think we discussed this against the Younger, I think against Township, that we're going to see the best of Isitebe, and he played well, Isitebe. So I got surprised why we are trying to play Castillo and Marek there, Why change Isitebe? Because Isitebe was playing good, and we have seen that Castillo is good, so I don't mind him being a lone pivot there,
Yeah.
Because he has the energy, he has the passes. So having two pivots, and on top of that, we have a Ngobo and a Shabalala who are not playmakers. You end up having 4 defensive midfielders, and 4 defenders, So who's gonna link up, And we know Saile is a road runner, So it ends up becoming a Chivavero that looks useless, but is an actual top striker, So I think there is nothing to talk really, except that the defense looks solid. I think I would give credit to credit. Klanti is playing relatively well, and Chippa is being Chippa, is what Mamila said. He's going to frustrate you guys, and he did that. Then there's nothing great on the game, but which can be analyzed.
Okay. Let me bring in Prampo. How are you doing?
Hola. Okay.
Tell me about this game. What do you see?
Tell everyone. Why is it that something? Yeah, something that Wabana Chiefs, it's like a flat 4. That's the other challenge that we are having. When they play a flat 4, they're not moving forward. They're staying in one place. Remember, now he exposed Ngobo, the Shabalala, because they draft in to collect the balls. When they draft in, they collect the balls, they left a big gap. And then when they get the ball, instead that they cover that space that they left, already Chippa already closed that gap. But our right back and left back, they're not going forward to press. So if they press, that means that one they'll drift in the middle. And Sahili, they're gonna able to open them. That's the problem. If they play so, we're not gonna get goal.
Are you worried that it seems as though, from my eyes, it's still experimentation? Because we've seen different players do different things the whole match long. How come we don't know what our plan is, our style is at least?
You still remember what I said to you, and I'm still gonna repeat this thing. Ntseki'S, they're not taking us anywhere. We can try to be positive. Ntseki'S, they're not taking us. The same system that he's playing, we are the same with us.
Yeah.
We check. Now the back line is flat. That is the reason that we said the back line is playing, because they are flat. You understand? They are not pushing. They just stay in front of the goal. There's no attack. You understand?
Okay.
If you can check, if it's slow-mo, you can check. It's a rotating one place. The link, we don't have somebody who's linking the midfield and defense.
And we don't have somebody linking the midfield to the strikers, to the forwards.
Yeah. And if I check this thing, we'll end up losing or one, drawing here. I don't see any scoring goals.
Let me bring in Migis. Migis, welcome to the show. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm doing good, man. Doing good.
First things first, what do you support? I need to know how to treat you.
Khoza nation.
Okay, I know. Welcome home. You're welcome to relax here. Tell me about this game. What do you see?
Yeah, I'm saying that in the midfield, we are looking lost. There is no connection between the midfield and the attack. That's what I'm saying, because you can see Castello, first of all, I praise him. I'm praising him because he's doing his job. And you see those passes, you can see he has potential that, he's giving those passes. I mean, it's someone that, can open up space, like Patrice can come in and finish up, and he's very good on receiving those balls, those through balls. Castello is doing an amazing job. Otherwise, Matt, I see him, he looks very lost. He's not lost, but he's running in spaces where he's not supposed to run. No.
Do you think the issue is that it doesn't seem like they have designated roles? Like, you need to have somebody who can get the ball from defense. Then you need to have somebody who can get the ball from the six and move it forward. But now it seems as though sometimes Kumdu, sometimes Inkosimpile, sometimes Mart is up there, and it's confusing them. What do you think of that?
I totally agree with you, because I feel like, especially in preseason, I don't know what's going on, because they are not playing their real roles that they are supposed to play. If you are playing 8, you're supposed to play 8. You're supposed to be up and down, carrying the ball, dictate the play. So I'm not seeing that yet in the midfield of Chiefs. That's why I feel like it's going to kill us in the future in the future as well. So I feel like someone like Uzwane, he plays that 8 perfectly, in my opinion. If him and Castello play, he can policy game, game, fast, dictate it, so and also Patrice, he must come in and take Zwane out. I'm sorry, Balo Usaile.
Yeah. Okay. Let me bring back Senzo. Senzo, just 2 quick questions. Are we gonna see more of what we saw under Atazwane, where it seemed as though the team doesn't have an identity, doesn't know what they want to do, and they mix and match players that maybe shouldn't be playing on the same team? And then what's your score prediction?
I'll start with the score prediction. We might lose this game because this is professional football, so you only need one chance to lose. I think the Pirates game yesterday showed us that thing, that you can dominate the whole game. They only need one chance to score. So we might lose or draw. I don't want to sound like a non-Chief supporter, so I also believe we can win, but let's just go for a not draw for now.
Okay.
Yeah, and then true. I think OT, you said it with the question you asked Migs, is that we are all playing. We don't have roles. We don't know what we're trying to do. We don't have our strength. We don't know what is our strong ball, what makes us play better. So I think that's what's making us suffer a lot. So yeah, we can take out players, but Patrice is gonna do the same thing Shabalala is doing. We can take out Motaung is gonna do the same thing Sahil is doing. So yeah, it's more of having what we're trying to do when we get on the field. Are we trying to score? Are we trying to pass? Are we trying to if we have a role of what we're trying to do, I think we'd do better. But for now, I see a not draw. Yeah, because both teams have had one chance on target. Yeah, for me, not draw.
Agent 007, you heard me, I'm sure, speak about Atazwani at length.
Yeah.
I still feel like we've mixed and matched players that shouldn't be playing together. And you need to pick a style. Are we going to have the same problem that we had under Atazwani? And then also, what's your score prediction?
Yeah, I think we'll have to dissect that one after the game, because I think we're not seeing a difference between Zwani and Ntseki, which further, what is the point?
Yeah.
Prove the point that we've been saying. Ntseki has been part of the technical team all along, But going to the game, I think, Chiefs, like I saying, is flat. So you need energy, and not just the silent energy. Maybe I think I would put in a breeze, for a Saile, and then put Sani for a Ngobo, and then put Shabalala in, and then move a Mark for a Tebe,
Okay.
And then
Okay.
I think 0-0 or Chiefs nicking it at. That's my brain speaking, but I wish Chippa can put in a 1-0 there. But my wish, I see it a little draw or Chiefs nicking it because Chippa doesn't have a threat. Chippa doesn't look like between the two. Looks like Chiefs can nick a goal than a Chippa.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Yeah, but I wish.
Hey, no, let's put that wish aside. Prampo, last season, Nerilla Katabaore Atazwane, man. He's got ball players on the pitch, then he wants to cross. When he wants to play ball, all the ball players are on the bench. Are we going to carry on seeing that? And also your score prediction?
No, when you check the first half and the past two games that we play friendly game, it seems like you are decreasing, you are going backwards. By now, we're supposed to know, okay, which thing that we are building on. But if you can check, we can't see direction where we are going. And the score, it will be a killer punch. 1-0, they close the door of Chippa.
Okay. Morgan Mamila's going to get the win. Miggy's, it's pretty much the same question I asked you previously, but maybe expand on it. That, a big problem we had with Atazwane was that we mix and match players, and we have players that are asked to do things that they're not good at. So we'd have Abomdu and everybody on the pitch, but we'd be crossing the ball. Or we'd have Abomdu and those guys off the pitch and have Abostebe sitting deep, but then try and play the ball on the ground. Are we going to carry on seeing that for the rest of the season? And then also, what's your score prediction?
Yeah, I see it. I really see it. I really see this happening. I see that Zwane is going to, coach is going to make, Ntseki'S is going to make changes that he's not supposed to change. He's going to take out important players and, put in players that we were supposed to put in earlier on, not late, but earlier on. So I'm seeing that repeat of last season. Yeah, I'm seeing a draw here. I'm seeing a draw. Chippa United are also not having that attacking style as well. They're not attacking that much. So I'm seeing a draw. If nothing is changing, so I'm seeing a draw here.
Agent 007. Welcome, my brother. How are you doing?
Hi, my mate. This was a tough watch, man. Hi.
Yo.
I think it's been a long time, very long time since I dozed off during the match. Like, I don't recall the last time I slept during a match. Yo, hi, man.
Tell me what you thought about this second half. Hi.
Imagine I have to, if I want to go watch Chiefs on Wednesday, I have to spend roughly 300 or 400 bucks if I'm going with a car. Just to watch this Hi, man. No,
But
man.
at least you'll be watching your team win more than likely.
No, like sometimes, it's not just about watching Sundowns. As a team's competing, like there must be that entertainment. Like I feel it's one of those moments where I feel for Chiefs fans, like besides the rivalry, like there has to be something, that energy, that spark.
Is it
Okay,
even a
there has to be a talking
rivalry?
point. Like I was saying somewhere that what, a fart is better than this game because it smells. Not this,
Hey,
not
Mara.
this.
Hey, you guys. Hey.
No, but what is there to analyze? Because you look at Chiefs. On a serious note, how do you start a Mart, a Ngobo, a Shabalala? Same player. Those three players, same player. You know, and why change it? Why not broken? We saw against Royals that the Castillo Sitebe thing was working. Why change it? You
Even
know,
besides that,
Uh,
let me give you one more point on that one. How do you start the same player and then not play them? Like, not give the ball, not play the ball to them, not do anything.
yeah, it's like an alternate universe. Well, you expect that with four midfielders, there's going to be combination passes, and you play. I don't know what. That's not even root on football. That's something else. And then when you remove those players, you bring in speed players. You want to play. They want to touch football. It's like yo.
It's the
I don't
opposite. They
even
were
know.
playing the opposite. And we
Yeah,
saw,
that's
I
what I'm saying.
told you
It's like,
guys, we saw this under Oata's one last season.
and you begin to wonder. I mean, like I said, the starting lineup was wrong. The formation was wrong. I think, like I said, even if you remove a Mark and put as a Teve, still you have four midfielders. You know, why play a Shabalala on the wing when you have it to play? He's not a natural a winger. He can cross. He can pass the ball. Yes. If anything, you want to play Shabalala, play him as a false nine so that he can link up play, not on
Yes.
the wing.
Yes. Yeah.
So I don't get it. And also you have a Potsani. I personally don't rate Potsani. But you could put him there. And then it begs the question again. Why did you guys sign Mdantsani?
Hey,
Because younger game he didn't I think he played a bit.
yeah,
Roller's
but
game he
there
didn't
was
play.
nothing. Yeah.
Roller's play he didn't play. This game also I can say he didn't play, just came on. So did you bring in just to add numbers or did you bring in to add value?
Quality
So
signings. Like about quality. Let me
I
bring
think
in
let me let Chiefs fans talk because I don't know. Yeah.
let me bring in MK. MK, welcome, my brother. What did you think of this game? Just I unmute there
Good day,
first. There
good
we
day, my
go.
brothers. How are you?
I'm not good. I'm not good. I don't know what I just watched.
I know
Anyway,
football will kill you real dead,
what were your thoughts about
eh?
this game?
No. For me, I don't even know what to say in this game. Number one, Agent 007. Thanks, my brother, for coming back. I haven't spoken to you. I haven't heard your voice. Guys, Kaizer Chiefs need to go back to the drawing board. Reason why I'm saying that, I don't think Kaizer Chiefs is signing players according to their style. That's number one. That's the first thing they do wrong. Because you can't play your same midfielders what you played last year, and you don't give the new midfielders the chance. Mdantane is one of the attacking midfielder which you can also defend. But Mdantane, you cannot play him at the second half. You need to start him. Second and for all, Mart. You can't play Mart with Mdantane and what is the other boy's name who come from Royal AM?
From Relay and Upotsane.
Yes, you guys, we have watched Mpontane played. We have watched his magic he's done into Royal AM. That boy need a free role, and for that boy to play, to make Kaizer Chiefs play, they need to have somebody who can have the moral and style of play that what he can play. To cut everything short, guys, my problem with Kaizer Chiefs is one: they don't have a proper scouter. I don't know if the scout is just signing a player because they influence him because of agents or what it is. I don't know. But 90% of players of Kaizer Chiefs are not ready to play for that big brand. They are not ready to play for that big brand. And Kaizer Chiefs is still going to struggle. No personal issues on it. Go and make an example about Mamelodi Sundowns. Mamelodi Sundowns, they don't just sign a player because they want to sign you.
Yeah.
They look at a player, will he fit into the style of play? They don't just sign you because they're going to sign you today and tomorrow they're going to say, no, let's play him. You need to fit into the style. You need to be you need to be mobile in a team, a training, and see how do they play. Do we really fit in or not? If he don't fit in and he's still struggling to fit in, they will never put him in with small teams. The small teams are the biggest team is going to give you stress because you won't be able to be free to play. My own experience from Santos, I know how the things work. They put you in the devil there. They expect you to mark Joseph Ngake. I'm young. I'm 17 years old. How will I mark Joseph Ngake? But Joseph Ngake has been an experience. He's going to expose me all the time. But if you put me second half in and see, is he fitting into the team? Last 10 minutes, last 15 minutes, last 5 minutes, I'm getting into the game slowly. But the way they are doing things, guys, is totally wrong. My biggest problem there, I don't know what you'll correct me. When Dylan Shepard is still there, and Atazwan is still there, sitting with a head coach, there's nothing will go right there because they will not influence each other the right thing because each and every coach got their best of interest of player who they want to play. They will suggest and say, let's use this one. But now the main coach is under pressure because he need to deliver. Like now, what soccer is Kaizer Chiefs playing here? Let's be honest with each other. That was not soccer they are playing.
This was not. There was not.
Thank you, guys.
There was
We can
nothing.
move forward. I'm more willing to listen.
Hey,
It's
no,
hard
no.
soccer, guys. For African football, it's hard soccer.
Let me go to Ndlela. Ndlela, welcome to the show, my brother. How are you doing?
Hey, hola. Hey, panel now.
Kalung answerele nje this one question first before your thoughts on the game. Why is it that the Chiefs sifaka ama midfielder but then sifuna cross? Must keep ama midfielder, sifaka ama winger, sifuna ukudlala ibhola on the floor. Why is it, man? I understand, you know, maybe explaining
You
into.
know why? You know why? It's called poor tactics from we coach and his technical staff. Poor tactics. How can you play? Like I was watching Umat, you know, guys, we need to be honest. Umat. Chiefs next game, they should be playing Motsepe. I know, guys. Mats keep on losing the ball. Like I don't understand with Mats. At this, like this season should be the season where we are gonna see the real match. Without saying Mats scored one of the best goals good derby, but no, there's no I'm gonna focus on the positive, right? Because of some team lost. I know a team that lost yesterday. So I know a certain team that lost yesterday, a certain team that went to Europe and went to win, but managed to lose against a team that didn't leave the country, was just playing here in Stellenbosch. So the season, this is just the start, but I'm happy about our defense. Mduduzi and the clock. I'm happy about our defense, guys. That boy can read the game. Like I was watching the boy, the way he defends it under pressure. Like the way I was happy about Mduduzi and the clock, and also the Castillo guy. But guys, Castillo needs a partner, but not Yusuf Mat. You can see there's no combination between Yusuf Mat and Castillo.
Yeah.
Castillo, yes, is doing his job. Castillo is doing his job. Like he can read the game. That's what we need. But next game they should be playing about Tanzania, guys, not Umtu. Guys, Chiefs should not rush Umtu should be coming off as a superstar or coming off from the bench.
Yeah.
The Chiefs should take it slow on Umtu and also Ungobo, because Ungobo is too slow, and now Chiefs whenever there's Ungobo there, they are supposed to play with the pace. Ungobo guys is too slow. They're playing Gumildil and the strength against. So next game, if Chiefs really want to change things, they should be playing ama ball players more. Tanzania, bring in Tanzania. Yes, you can tell Uranga Chivaviloti inequality, but Uranga cannot score without a supply. Uranga is the type of striker that relies on a supply. Without a supply coming in from Abo Abumdu, Uranga won't score, guys. We're gonna blame Uranga the same way we blamed Caleb Pinumiyama last season and saying come. That's the same thing because of Aguna supply. There's no supply there. So we can't keep on blaming our strikers where else some wingers and the midfielder weight are not coming to the parts. Like Uranga relies on supply. I'm Usaile because of Usaile it seems like it's always running, taking players on for nothing and always falling. You see, Manji, because of I was watching Chiefs, I saw Usaile falling maybe 100 times. Those guys, I don't know. I'm also one of them, but you don't have a balance. Come on, guys.
Foul, like you sure that's all he wants to do is win those fouls.
No. Let me watch you.
Yeah, it's in Fagu Prampo. No changes. No changes.
Hello.
Nothing changed. What's wrong with your team? Nothing changed.
There is something that I just listened to an interview. Just imagine a CEO. I'm talking about CEO, former CEO. You beat people that they said they are coaches, they got a badge. Somebody who was so called Wafana a coach. You understand? But something's not right, guys. That is not laughing mate. Somebody else, a former CEO was in the boardroom. He can read, your plan before the game.
Yes.
And the one he was saying, he said exactly what the plan that they were doing. He said, don't let them play the wings because he planned and it worked. Guess what your coach said after that? We play much better. Huh? Which game are we talking about?
But then tell me, it goes back to the question I was asking, Ore. There's so many people in that Chiefs team. Zwane, coach, we've got Dylan Shepherd, we've got analysts, we've got all of this stuff. If we can see it, come on, Mamila, because Mamila is coaching, at least he's the coach, he has to do this. If Tina, we can see the problems, why can't they see the problems? Why can't they see, Orman, this thing is not working, or,
You still remember what I said to you? Ntseki'S, he was there for 3 years with what? It was a link between the management and the coaching staff. You sit there at FNB with a notepad, a tablet.
Yeah.
I was asking myself, what are you doing that notepad? Because if you can check the way after he was playing, the same, that's like a continuity. We got 380 minutes without scoring a goal. Something must be done. You check, do you have a striker? You don't have a striker? Like, as a Chiefs, I wish the supporters, they can start to be violent, not so that they can take those people out. Get a better coach who got a mentality of winning. You see, Mamela, when he got there, he got a mentality of winning. During the week, he said Chiefs were not going to beat them. And he stick to that. Supporters, Chiefs, they've got almost the whole country that support Chiefs. You see, this is my beat. 35,000 Chiefs supporters. What are you saying about those people that they waste their money?
Yeah.
Thank you for those people. They spend a lot of money to go to watch that, rather than take other 23. I'm beating something. Leadership. No, it's not on.
No, I hear you, Propo. Let me bring in KG. KG, I don't know if the advanced tactics and maybe Rona already or we don't know what's happening. Firstly, how are you doing? And then secondly, what did you see from this game?
I'll say I'm a bit okay, but from that game I learned that we don't have a coach. Period. And I think it's important that we should do something. We should do it now, because even the bit of combination that we had last year is gone now. Our defense is solid. I gave them a nickname, those three guys, which is Castillo, Mosimane, and It's a diamond. That diamond is solid in the central there. But the problem now, going forward, how can you put Saile, or I thought we signed Saile as a striker, and why are you putting him in the wing? Because if he's a striker, he doesn't have a mentality of creating goals. He will run, and whatever he's doing, run away from what. So like we didn't have that combination going forward. The coach doesn't know anything that he's doing on. How can you put Potsane outside and put Saile on the wing? You only put a striker on the wing if you don't have wingers.
Exactly.
If it is a crisis. But now the season has started, already you have a crisis. You don't have wingers. You let go of that guy. Who's that guy who went to Stellenbosch? It means we don't have wingers now. It means we don't have wingers. How can you play a striker there? Next thing you'll pay to Patrice on the wing also. He doesn't know what he's doing. He wants to run. So going forward, we had nothing to offer. I think the problem is us going forward, but the main problem is the coach. We don't have a coach. For me, we don't have a coach. Like I gave him a benefit of a doubt. I watched his, I don't know after how many months. I watched the whole game. But what I saw it's a disgrace. Really, I really don't know. The only thing I saw, the excellence of defending. Those two guys, they know what they're doing. Even Castillo, he knows his soccer, and it's a good quality. Those guys are quality. But the problem is us going forward. We don't have any creativity. We kept losing the ball. Even the passing was sloppy. So the problem now, I think if we can get rid of the coach and have someone who knows what they're doing going forward, the sooner the better. Even now, like I'm scared of Wednesday. Because next thing, our defenders will be under pressure when it comes to Wednesday. If those guys they keep on losing the ball, then next thing the quality team will put us under pressure, and we will start questioning our defense. Instead of seeing what's the problem, going forward we less the ball, and it will put the pressure on our defense. Next thing we'll blame our defense. So the sooner the better. Even tomorrow, I hope Kaizer will say, "No, coach, step down."
Okay, no. Hey, KG, we're going to talk about this more during the week, as we normally do. Let me bring in Migis. Migis, I don't know, is it advanced tactics that we don't understand as normal people? Is it? I don't understand, because what we watched there, what do you think of the second half? We had our thoughts in the first half. What do you think of that second half?
Yeah, the second half, it's the same thing that happened in the first half. Not gonna lie. The coach was just tactics. Okay, we don't understand his tactics. Honestly, it's not something that it does not have that. We see with Sundowns and Manchester City that you know what's going to happen. You know that. Mukwena, he's a deep play, is a CDM. He takes the ball from defenders. He gives those passes. You see in Man City as well, you get Rodri. You know what Rodri is going to do with the passes. He gives those passes. You see John Stones as well playing in the midfield. Now, Chiefs midfield, in my opinion, is disjointed. There's nothing. There's no connection in the midfield. They don't know what they are doing in the field of play. So I see nothing. And tactics, your coach, it's the same as last season, honestly. But nothing changed really. It's the same thing. I feel like Chiefs, when they had a chance to sign Unapi, they should have get rid of the whole of Uzwane and his team,
the technical team,
and then put Nabi in, because really there's nothing changed here. It's just new players, and they're gonna play the same thing that they played last season.
Okay, no, I hear you, Migis. Thank you so much for joining. Guys, what we're gonna do is I go live Monday to Friday, 12:30 in the afternoon, Monday to Wednesday at 8 p.m. That's where we discuss more deeply around the analysis of the stuff. This is just our quick match reactions. So for me, man, here's my thing, and please follow if you haven't followed. Here's my thing. I've always said football is not rocket science. Football is not rocket science. There's things you can expect when you see stuff. When I see a starting lineup of Mart, Nobo, Shabalala, Saile, Castillo. I'm going to take out Saile then. I'm expecting that there's going to be some gameplay or interconnective, like some ball playing between Shabalala, Ungobo, and Omar. Because you've got so many central midfielders on the pitch, right? So you expect that. As a fan, you look at the starting lineup and you go, you know what? We're going to put the ball down. Jiggy, I'm watching Kanti crossing. Jiggy, I'm watching Frostler crossing. Jiggy, I'm watching us going wide. So much so that Shabalala had to come back to try and get the ball. Ungobo was just floating around because the ball wasn't even coming to him. At some point, Vairo left his striker. And he was playing on the wing somewhere, maybe just in search of the ball. So now you've got ball players and you cross. Sharp, great. We make changes later on in the pitch, later on in the game. You bring on Potsani. You bring on Upotsani came on, you bring in Mduduzi. So now I'm thinking to myself, you know what? They've accepted that. Let's play to the wings. Dupre is on the pitch now, so we can stretch them. I know that Upotsane can go that side. He's good at very good doing that. We know that Dupre can go the other side. We know he's strong at that, right? Let's overwhelm them with our pace. What do they start doing? They start interplay in the midfield. So now you're asking Upotsane to become a midfielder, Dupre to become a midfielder, and to start playing the ball around in the middle. Complete opposite. When you were meant to be doing that, you didn't do it first half. But when you're meant to play the game you're playing in the first half, you do it in the second half with completely different players. And this is something that has happened so many times at Kaizer Chiefs under Atazwanya last season, where we were asking, what is going on? Why am I seeing crosses? Why am I seeing Billiard catching crosses all those years ago? Why am I seeing, these players that don't do this being forced to play this game? And I want to remind you guys, there's teams and teams of people at Kaizer Chiefs. It's not just Bobby. It's not just Ntseki. It's not just Zwane. There are teams of people who are paid to analyze games. So if we could see, I gave the example of Mdu. We saw from the rollers game that putting Mdu on the wing doesn't work. He doesn't know what to do there, and he has the tendency to want to come inside. That's his game. He's good at that. He's a central attacking midfielder. Why are you putting him out on the wing? Fine. You signed wingers. You signed new players. Why are we still seeing Saile playing? Saile, as was rightfully said by the panel, he came in as a striker. Why is he playing on the wing? What is he going to do on the wing? What has he done in showing us that the wing is his place? When you've got wingers, you signed the whole winger who did very well. He's sitting on the bench. Never mind that. We've seen how the first half goes. Chippa has come in and they've frustrated us. Great. They've frustrated us. Cool. Second half, you wait until, 70th minute or something like that in order to make your changes. Firstly, you don't change the shape of the team and say, guys, Yazin, we played like this in the first half. It didn't go well. Let's find a different tactic. Let's do something differently. Hey, guys, how about push the ball up and play it over quicker? March, don't move up. Stay at the back, collect the ball, give it to Mdu. Mdu is going to be your role and responsibility to play ball up. If not Mdu, Nkosing Pile. But we didn't see any changes. No changes were made. And I know it's something we spoke about with Banyana and Desiree yesterday, but it seems like in South African football, for the most part, a lot of the coaches they don't know how to answer questions. They don't know how to change things. They don't know how to read the game. And if we can do it, guys, we're sitting on the outside. Do I have coaching badges? I don't have coaching badges. Do any of us here who are inside have coaching badges? We don't. But you can tell me what the issue is. I can tell you what the issue is. And because I can tell you those things, what then of the people who are paid to do this full time? Monday to Sunday, it's football. Monday to Sunday. 2 sessions a day during the week. What are they doing? What are we learning? Onto the coach. Nothing was going to change, guys. There was no changes that were going to happen at Kaizer Chiefs. Do you know why? The technical director, whose job it is to oversee how the team plays, is now your coach. So if he endorsed this style of play from Atazwani, what made us think he was going to change that style of play when he took over? We've seen 3 years of this at Kaizer Chiefs. Do we really believe that Ntseki'S was going to come in and alter everything? How many years of Atazwani did we see? Well, as an assistant, how many years did Atazwani watch? We were going through problems and doing all that stuff. What was going to change now? And for me, the name of the coach didn't really matter. I didn't even know how Navy played. The issue, my main point was there was going to be a change. We don't have a change. So guys, please follow. Please join me tomorrow, Monday to Friday, 12:30, Monday to Wednesday, 8 p.m. We're going to dissect these games more fully. This was just the first reaction after the game. Thank you guys for joining me so much. Please do me a favor and follow me on Facebook. The page is Overthinking Football. I recently, just yesterday, it's in review to get monetized. So please, if you see an advert, please support me there. Also support me here. I have a video out that I did with Shield. Please, can you guys give me as many likes as you can? It's free. Please help me out. But anyway, guys, I'll see you then tomorrow, 12:30, where we can delve deeper into the Sundowns game, the Pirates game, the Banyana game, and also this Chiefs game. So yeah, thank you guys for joining me. I'll see you guys.